come to the moment that we have all been waiting for, the final of the finest dancers in the world. In the waltz, 6 couples have been recalled. 6, 29, 54, 102, 150, and 186.
Last year's amateur title holders, Rising Star winners, Augusto Schiavo and Katrina Arzenton. So just like Brian Watson and Claudia Leone in the Latin event, last year's amateur title holders are in the final of at least one dance in the professional.
Well, identification is very easy. 5 from England and 1 from Italy.
And both couples are representing Italy, these newcomers into the final.
Interesting enough, in the interview that I did with Augusto and Katrina after the Rising Stars win, I asked them if they're going to try to make it 3 in a row, having won the amateur for Rising Stars, to go on to win the professional perhaps next year, but they're certainly staking a claim now by making the final, the first attempt, and dancing, I think, wonderfully well. Wonderfully, wonderfully well.
Certainly are.
Again, it's rather interesting, Pat. I mentioned about Brian and Claudia in the Latin event. I've seen Augusto and Katerina dance a number of competitions in the build-up to Blackpool, and they were dancing very well, but certainly not at the performance level they've got tonight. Again, something has been brought out for them. Perhaps it's the Italians and Blackpool. Perhaps there's a connection there. The Italians love the atmosphere of Blackpool and they rise to the occasion.
Yes, nobody can really analyse totally what happens, but there is a spark that is flamed up and it produces this extra quality in many couples.
It hasn't produced enough to defeat these, the reigning title holders, Marcus and Karen Hilton, dancing a superb waltz.
Well, they've learnt to continue their best performance. They've made it on a very regular basis, so whenever they dance, their quality is so extremely high.
Brilliant.
They're able to produce this quality anywhere in the world.
For the champion, challenging tonight. Beautiful quality of movement, just a little tight in the shoulders possibly, but a beautiful, beautiful waltz dancer. So musical. Once again, we're presented with the choice of the musical quality of John and Anne and the superb shape and line and style and technique of Marcus and Karen. What a job for the judges.
And the same 6 couples will stay on the floor for the foxtrot, the tango, and the quick step.
So there's no changes at all. No changes. The Italian newcomers have made the final in every dance. And indeed for number 29, Luca Baracci and Amanda Owen. First time in the final for them also. So they can all settle now and enjoy the dance. Wonderful feet. Do you like that, Pat?
Oh, beautiful.
What about this? The Foxtrot British professional champions, Andrew and Lorraine Sinkinson, winners of the dance last year.
There's the fluidity and the softness and the control is absolutely fabulous.
Perhaps not quite at last year's peak, do you feel? Just the occasional break in the body line there on the left side.
I don't know, it's still extremely good.
How are they going to choose? Couples of this calibre, it's so difficult.
Just a hair's breadth between them.
Yes, I suppose it's when you look at someone, if you see the thing, one little thing that you feel is enough to decide you in favour or against.
That's right. So in that respect, with these couples that are so close, it is luck when the judges happen to look at them, because there is so little difference between them.
I like your choice of phrase there, they're so close, and not only that, but I think contact this year in the ballroom section competitions has been so good, and I'm going to put this down to the ladies. I think the ladies in all the competitions have made a remarkable change, a remarkable improvement. They're staying with their partner, they're reflecting the shapes and the movements so beautifully. I think credit is due to every one of the ladies I've seen in the whole festival. British flags.
Yes.
Maybe we shall record the second British victory of the festival, having achieved the win in the amateur modern championship on the previous day to this.
And your third dance, the tango, please.
Continuing from what you were saying about the ladies, I think the positioning that the majority of couples have adapted over the last few years is much more complimentary for the ladies to be able to produce this. They are more in contact with the man's body so that they can reflect what he's doing.
Yes.
A few years ago, they seemed to be just a little bit off-center, and it was difficult to follow what the man was doing. And the men are also standing a lot more in balance over their own feet, and then also the lady can follow this instead of trying to join in with the shapes and lean back.
Wonderful in-depth analysis, Pat, and thank you for making those points, because viewers watching these high standard couples can learn and will know a little more what to look for and what to try to do themselves if they want to reach this sort of performance level. It's a lovely shoulder line.
Amanda, representing England.
She used to partner the boy who's now the amateur champion, didn't she, Timmy Howson?
That's right. So she decided she would like to be professional and is dancing with an Italian boy but representing England.
So although there's 5 British couples and 1 Italian couple, there's actually 3 Italian people in the final. Italy seems to be growing dancers by the dozen.
They do appear to be. The quality that they're producing is enormous, and I think their natural feel for dancing is, as you said before, in Blackpool they seem to enjoy this atmosphere and produce that little extra.
I think possibly the temperament might have something to do with it, because they know at Blackpool the audience love dancers. They don't care who they are or where they're from. The audience love dancers and they love dancing, and perhaps that helps to bring out this little extra.
I'm sure it does.
But who is it going to bring out the extra four to win the title or to defend the title? Does history go on with the title changing hands, or does it stay in the worthy hands of the holders?
Right, they're ready to go for the last dance, the quick step. Thank you.
Fabulous quick step, lively, bright, rhythmical. Togetherness of flight is impeccable.
Yes, they're certainly dancing to win. There's no holding back from any of them, is there?
Certainly isn't.
There's the challengers and former winners.
Also on great form tonight.
They're lovely dancers. The tragedy is that someone has to lose.
Centre chassé beautifully performed. Oops, little slip.
The audience clapping everyone all the time. Six rounds, 24 dances, 3 minutes a dance, flat out. Trained for it, they've worked for it, they've sweat for it, they've probably prayed for it. Here's the last few bars.
Gritting their teeth and giving the last little drop of performance. Oops, into the air.
John leaps into the air. A great final, possibly not as brilliantly as exciting as last year, but still a wonderful, wonderful final.
I wonder what he whispered to her then.
And now traditional acknowledgement from the competitors to the audience for their support and help and encouragement as they've gone through all of these 6 long, long rounds. Another great and memorable Blackpool final.
Certainly was. Whoops. There they go. Oi. They don't look tired at all now.
We're coming to the close, Pat, the end of another wonderful Blackpool Dance Festival. More and more and more. Standing everywhere.
I'm sure, ladies and gentlemen, that this is one of the best, most wonderful anniversary presents that our new champion could possibly wish to have. It's his first anniversary of their wedding. The new champion, the British champion for 1993, John Wood and Anne Lewis.
You were right to remind us, Pat, yes.
I'm sure they'll celebrate this evening. I don't think he can still realise that they are in fact the new British champions.
Oh, that's Mrs. Wood, John's mother, and
funny.
Mrs. Lewis, Anne's mother. How wonderful. two lovely ladies I've known for many years, lovely people, feeling very proud of their son and their daughter. Once again, John, you hold the most historic dance trophy the world has ever known.